Hi, I'm Chad with Move For a Guitar. This lesson is from our series Beginner Jazz Chords. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you dominant seventh shell voicings. First off, if you like all the chord diagrams for this series, including the diagrams for this lesson, you can download our free eGuide, Beginner Jazz Chords, by clicking the link on the screen. So I'm going to show you two ways to play dominant seventh shell voicings, and a shell voicing doesn't include the fifth of the chord. So for a dominant seven chord, that would be root, 3, flat 7. Those would be the intervals that you played. And shell voicings work really well when you're comping in jazz. They're used all the time, but they're also really valuable for using as a foundation to build more advanced chords. So you can start with the shell voicing, then add in extensions, and come up with really hip sounding chords. So they're really valuable to learn if you don't know them. And if you don't understand what shell voicings are, if you don't understand how to build chords, or what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the intervals of a chord, you can watch our series Music Theory for Guitar, which is just a free series on YouTube. But I explain everything you need to know about building chords, and I talk about shell voicings and much more, so it'll be really valuable to you to watch it if you don't know that information already. And dominant seven chords are really popular in jazz. Also, they're the most popular chord in blues. So if you don't know dominant seven chords, or you don't know a lot of ways to play them, it's really important to learn them if you want to get into jazz, blues, or a lot of other type of music, funk. It's just in tons of music and really important to know how to play them up and down your fretboard. So the two versions I'm going to show of the dominant seventh shell voicing are one with the root on the 6th string and one with the root on the 5th string. So the one with the root on the 6th string would sound like this. And that's a G7 because my lowest note is the root and I'm holding a G note with the lowest note. And the one that starts on the 5th string would sound like this. And that's a C7 because the lowest note is the root and I'm holding a C note as the lowest note. But these are movable chords, there's no open strings, you only play the notes that you're fretting, everything else is muted out. So you can move them anywhere. If you know the notes on your fretboard, you'll know the name of the chord because whatever your lowest note is the name of the chord. So if I was on A, it'd be an A7 and so on. So I'll start with the one that has the root on the 6th string, and again it sounds like this. And the way I'm fretting this is with my first finger on the 6th string 3rd fret, my second finger on the 4th string 3rd fret, and my third finger on the 3rd string 4th fret. And all the other strings are muted out. And like I said, the lowest note is your root, so this is my root on the 6th string, and since I'm playing a G note with that root, this is a G7. And this voicing is voiced root, minor 7, major 3rd, or root, flat 7, 3. Then the one with the root on the 5th string sounds like this again. And the way I'm fretting this is my second finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, my first finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, and my third finger on the 3rd string 3rd fret. And again, all the other strings are just muted out. And again, this is a C7 because my lowest note, which is the root, is on a C note, but it's a movable chord. Both of these are movable. They can move anywhere up and down the fretboard. And this one is voiced root, major 3rd, minor 7th, or root, 3, flat 7. So that's two ways to play dominant seven shell voicings. If you'd like to learn more chords, check out the rest of the lessons in this series. Also, be sure to download the eGuide. Like I said, it's free and it contains all the chords for this series, which includes the chords that I just showed you. And be sure to subscribe because we add at least one new lesson every day.